in the middle of broken tiles and a lack of maintenance, this popular Benidorm beach is screaming for help. Will touristic preference change here in Benidorm in 2026 and in general in Spain? What's going on and what do people prefer right now, statistically registered? And then we'll see if this is an actual possibility in Benidorm town. Things to do and the upcoming important events in Benidorm, plus the weather forecast. All this and more in today's Benidorm news update. Let's begin. First of all, let's talk shortly about the tourism update. As you all know, we are heading towards, well, mid-January already. And this is a time when it's still quite busy. A lot of people departed, however, because all the Christmas, New Year, Three Kings Day celebrations are finally over in Benidorm. So we are back to the normality in a sense. We're back to the usual typical days when there's no massive celebrations, except from a couple of them that will be starting very soon. First of all, we have the Benidorm Fest, which is about to start. Actually, I think the start is tomorrow, if I'm not wrong, today or tomorrow. And as you all know, Spain usually celebrating Eurovision pre-selection contest in Benidorm, which is called Benidorm Fest. It's been like this since pandemics, and we filmed it for you guys. The first ever Benidorm Fest to be created in Benidorm, we were there. We made history, and we have it here on the channel for you guys. So, right now, this year is slightly different because Spain is not going to be participating in the Eurovision, as you all might know, with a few more countries. But the Benidorm Fest is still going to be here. There's going to be the different types of pre-selection, semi-finale, and the grand finale. Not sure if it will have that many events and if it's going to be that big and that important as previously. Maybe they're going to still be putting some concerts outside for people to see, giant screens. But so far, it's all being done like really low-key comparing with all the previous years. Even so, 10th, 12th, and 14th of January will be Benidorm Fest. And typically, traditionally, during these dates, there's also a tapas fest, which is selecting the best Eurovision themed tapa in Benidorm town. Apart from that, obviously, once the pre-selection kind of is over, the Benidorm Fest is over, we will have the Cyclocross Benidorm. Giant event that's gathering thousands of people from all different parts of the world, international competition that is held here in Benidorm. And this one will be slightly for shorter time, for 17th and 18th of January. But a lot of people have arrived already now, so we'll see a lot more cyclists on the streets and everywhere we go. So be careful if you have a vehicle or you're using any other kind of device for mobility. Be careful because there's a whole lot of cyclists in our area practicing for the cyclocross competition. Apart from that, obviously, all the theme parks, Terra Natura, Mundo Mar, are also available. They have limited working hours and days, but still they are open and available for you. There's viewpoints, there's local markets, old towns, plenty of things are available. And also the free of charge beach activities, which is like sports activity. People dance, people do some aerobics, stretching, yoga, Pilates, etc. right on the Poniente beach every single day. And apart from that, there's a lot of fun activities that you can check out on the Visit Benidorm website or in general, different types of websites that offer interesting tours and activities in Benidorm. You would be surprised what kind of things do we have out here. Let's continue with two main news, shall we? One of them being a controversy between different political parties, that one of them is stating that this beach in Benidorm is absolutely dirty, it's broken, it is not looking how it should be looking like. And the other political party, on contrary, states that all the maintenance is being done and that it's normal that every now and then something breaks down and that all of this will be fixed. Let us know, what is your opinion about the Poniente beach in Benidorm? As you all know, this is a giant beach. It's slightly bigger than the Levante beach, and it's a nice, colorful, rainbow-style promenade, simulating the waves of the sea. And this is the area that years ago wasn't that popular. amongst especially international tourists. Mostly national tourism and locals were hanging out in that particular space in Benidorm. But after pandemics and with years of showing that area, presenting all the businesses that are there nearby, people learned to love it, and they've actually seen that it's an incredible place. Nowadays, it is really, really busy, almost a whole year long, but it is true that sometimes you get to see things that shouldn't be there. The vast majority of issues that are being cited, that are being told, are broken tiles, which can happen. A lot of people go with mobility scooters, with bicycles, with a lot of things, and sometimes kids jump, people play, run. Things might happen. People bring heavy suitcases. I don't know. Things might happen out there, and it's normal for tiles to break. I'm wondering how not many more tiles are breaking, because obviously, with the affluence of people, it is perfectly normal. And there's quite a few of them, but obviously, the city needs to get enough to repair. It has to be approved, money has to be given. It's not as easy as it sounds. And also, we've seen quite a few things. For example, the graffiti and something written on the walls on the Poniente beach, the brand new refurbished side, right by the sea. And it doesn't look nice, that's true, but every single time they paint it, all these graffitis and things pop up once again. Not sure who thinks this is art, but it's obviously not. And this is harmful for the image of the city. So I guess these are like younger generations that just do not care about all the overall image. Apart from that, flowers and plants, they say it's deteriorated, but honestly, we've seen so many nice plants. There's lavender that has a lot of, that's blossoming. There is rosemary. There's so many plants and flowers and trees that are growing there, and it looks very nice. So as for us, we feel like it is not entirely true that it's absolutely forgotten, that it's dirty, that it's broken, that it's not in a good condition and basically shameful to show to tourists. I don't think that's the case. It is true that there might be some improvements to be done, but it's not as bizarre as some political parties state. I guess that's the thing, right? They always tend to attack each other, even here in Benidorm, to see who will win by sending these types of messages. But honestly, us and locals, we do not feel like that's a horrifying and totally abandoned place to be. Let us know what your opinion is here in the comment section. And now let's continue with what do tourists want when they arrive to Spain? And then we'll see what's happening in Benidorm. Statistically, we've seen a lot of different latest reports. Some of them are from MasterCard, from Visa. Others are statistics here inside of Spain from National Institute of Statistics, which basically show that international tourists are shifting their preferences for holidays. And if previously cheap tourism, something just not as costly to do, was winning, search for low cost things, hotels, excursions, free tours, etc. Nowadays, it's all shifting. And in Spain, the tourism associations, what they say is that we are moving towards an exclusive and luxury experience tourism in 2026, which basically would mean that people do prefer more five-star hotels, which are increasing as mushrooms in Spain. And here in Benidorm, we have not five-star hotels, but we do have way more four-star superior hotels right now, as you could have seen. Plus, people are shifting to better accommodation, more luxurious accommodation. They're shifting to more quality-wise places to stay, safer quality, a lot of nice and interesting and different types of experiences, cultural experiences, excursions, gastronomy, which is food experience, wineries, wine cellars, testing of wine, cheese, hams, all olive oil testing, which also exists, by the way. So people are shifting so much. with all their preferences. And even though it is really pricey, but for some reason, this is what a lot of people are choosing now. So maybe even staying less days, but getting an unforgettable experience during the holidays. Spas, treatments, massages, some interesting, unusual excursions that people might be getting, something to remember your holidays with and actually feel like you've gotten your money's worth. And here in Benidorm, is that actually possible? Technically, yes, but personally, it doesn't feel like it's going to change completely. Benidorm has a little bit for everyone. Let us know if you think it's not the case or what your opinion is about this. You know that this channel is for you guys, so share your opinion freely here in the comment section. And from what we see, we feel like Benidorm is going to have a little bit of everything. First of all, we have slightly more luxurious hotels. That's true. We have golf courts. We have the beach. We have more prestigious areas with fancy accommodation, with spas, with massages and rituals, and fancy boat excursions, and trips to another city, and local markets and viewpoints. And then there's free things that do not cost any kind of money, like go to the natural park, free tours, have walks, discover all surrounding villages with a public transport. There's cheaper accommodation options. There's an option on self-catering, go to fancy restaurants. There's a little bit of everything in our town, which I feel like why so many people are drawn to come here on holidays, because whether you're not counting the amount of money that you're spending here, or if you're slightly more on a budget, there's always going to be something to do, something to see and enjoy our Benidorm town. So I feel like this is very, very important part, that whilst Madrid, Barcelona, Valencia maybe, and some other areas, also here in Alicante province, it's true that some specific parts, yes, they're moving towards luxury tourism, more expensive one, which is good for economy. But then there's still plenty of options for those who are not willing to choose such an expensive way of spending their holiday hardly earned money. Let us know what you think. And now let's talk about the weather. What is happening right now? Because the weather is quite strange. It is morning time right now. The sun is slowly but surely coming out, and I feel like, yeah, it might be sunny slightly further along. There is some wind, which is brought to us by another storm, which is coming from north parts of Europe. By the way, whole entire Europe is covered with snow. Even Morocco and Argelia, it's snowing there, and it's snowing like a lot, not just a regular a little bit of snow. No, it's like snowing, snowfall. Here, a lot of parts of Spain are also with snow, especially up to mid parts of Spain. But here on the south, well, we are more or less all right. Right now, we just have some wind, and there's going to be yellow alerts in a lot of parts of Spain due to this wind. But it's nothing that we cannot handle, especially taking into consideration the previous days when it was extremely cold outside and plus 1 degree only a real feel. As for right now, we'll have some sunshine mixed with clouds, and temperatures will be way nicer than a few days ago. Not gonna lie, and we'll have around between 14 and 18 degrees temperatures, and it's going to be cozy, especially on the sunshine, slightly cooler in the shade, but that is a normal thing for winter in Spain. And honestly, we are entering to the part mid-January and first weeks of February are the coldest months in our region, at least here in Valencian community. These are the coldest ones. So if we'll have between 14 and 17 plus during the day, we're more than happy with this one. Thank you for accompanying us on today's Benidorm News Update. We wish you a lovely day, and we'll see you here on the channel this evening with a brand new video. Let us know what else would you like to see here on the channel. We know food videos have been missing last week. Don't worry, we will do those this week here. So you'll get to see your typical and traditional Sunday breakfast in Benidorm. So stay tuned. Bye.